Hi, this is Dave Jewell from Free Run Speed. Today we're going to talk about the Adidas Adizero Adios Pro Super Shoe from the brand. Before I go, let's go through the shoe. This is Light Strike Pro midsole. Feels pretty soft to the touch. It is 40 millimeters in the heel, 31.5 millimeters in the forefoot. The outsole, it's pretty simple. It's got to be a really hard rubber, but it's quite simple. And this is a carbon plated shoe. There's a carbon plate here in the midfoot, and it's got 5 fingers that roll up into the forefoot. The weight of this beautiful shoe in a men's size 9, and this is a unisex shoe, 8 ounces or 227 grams. I love when brands put little things on there that cause you to look at the shoe much closer. Like, I really like where they put the name adizero Adios Pro. Right here, it's 292 and 25. I'm going to figure out what that means. There's quite a bevel here at the heel. Have to see if I feel that or not when I'm running. You'll also see here that there is a ridge that wraps completely around the shoe. So your foot is not actually sitting on top of this, it's sitting inside. So this is going to hold your foot in place, or at least it should. There is no heel counter in this shoe. So this ridge that your heel sits down into is acting as the heel counter itself. Alright, back from the run. I did my standard test run that I've been doing with these carbon fiber plated shoes, super shoes, because I wanted to measure it. Couple things that I noticed. One, you're going to want to wear tall socks. On my left foot, the low sock got stripped down and ended up underneath here, and that's just not a good thing. I could feel it rubbing. If I had to go another 10 minutes or so, I would have had a blister. Overall, I think the fit is great. It fits the way a racing shoe should fit. Just make sure you wear the tall socks. One thing that I will point out is this is not a removable sock liner. So I'm not thinking you're going to wear orthotics in a shoe like this, but if you do wear orthotics, you're going to have to unglue that sock liner, or you're going to have to size up to make sure your orthotic fits in the shoe. Like all of the other super shoes, the faster you run in it, the better it feels. So that's one thing to point out. I will say, at the speed that I was running, even minor imbalances in the road, minor cracks in the road, I could feel it. I'm not saying that my foot was going to roll over it or anything, but I could feel the cracks in the road, which is kind of odd, and I think that has to do with just the very flat nature of this outer sole, midsole. Might be I was catching this edge right here on some of those cracks, but that was just something that I noticed. I don't think if I were racing in the shoe, I don't think it would be of any main problem for me, because my foot wouldn't be on the ground very long. Alright, like I said, I did a standard run that I'd done probably 20 times this year. I'm guessing, because I do it 2 to 3 times a week. And I've done it in all of these shoes, plus quite a few others. And I will tell you, of these 4 shoes, so we've got Vaporfly Next Percent, Endorphin Pro, RC Elite, and the Adios Pro. I had my fastest 800 meters and my fastest 1K today in the Adios Pro. But somewhere in these other 3 shoes was my fastest mile. I'm guessing just because of fitness. It was in the RC Elite. But again, I'm not trying to run fast. I am trying to run at a relatively smooth pace that I feel I'm floating, not pushing, because I'm really trying to test the shoe itself. Who knows if I went out and ran a half marathon or a marathon, which one of these shoes I would be faster in. Probably would have more to, well, definitely would have more to do with my fitness than the shoe itself. But obviously, given if my fitness was exactly right for that event, I'm not sure which one of these shoes would be better. I will say, the Endorphin Pro and the RC Elite both come with removable sock liners, so that might be a bonus for you. The Vaporfly Next, and I'm sure the Vaporfly Next version 2 and the Adios Pro do not come with removable sock liners. Now, I will say, I've seen pictures and postings on social media of people showing their shoes after 500 miles, or I'm going to ask you a question. If you're training in these shoes, where do you go next? When marathon day comes around, which one are you going to choose? We don't know yet what happens to runners if this is all they run in. So we don't know what potential different types of pain, or I'm not going to say shoes cause injuries, but maybe because you're wearing these shoes, you're pushing yourself that much harder, and that's why you get injured. So we don't know that. But what we do know is that race day should be special. Race day, you want to put on your favorite kit. You want to put on the shoes that make you feel the fastest. And if you're running in these shoes every single day, how are you going to find a shoe that makes you feel the fastest? That's my question. Sure, I would use these for some speed workouts on the track, or maybe some tempo runs, but not every day. I might use them once a week. I might only use them once a month on that very key workout that I'm doing. Otherwise, they stay in the closet and wait until race day. Use the more substantial shoes if you want to do more training in. Clearly with this shoe, I've done a heck of a lot more running in than I have with the RC Elite. It's dirty. It's got dirt all over it. I've done a lot of running in it, and I think it's comfortable. It's fun to run in. But it's not this shoe, and it's not this shoe at all. Both of these shoes will feel faster. That shoe will feel faster. That shoe will feel faster. So if you want to train in carbon fiber with some spring in it, get one of the training versions of the New Balance shoe, or the Nike, or whoever else is making the training versions of the shoes. Save these for race day. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you're having a great spring running season. I'll talk to you soon.